this is Janet with funtographymakes, and I thought I'd come on to show how I am making my own binding for the Cinch machine. And the reason I'm coming on is because I'm finding a couple of different things that I didn't like, and I thought I would share so that you didn't make the same mistake. So with the Thermo Cinch, they gave us some glue strips so you can make your own bindings here. So I'm going to show you. This one turned out pretty good. So I'm using foil paper because I thought it'd be pretty. I'm using a digital kit from my porch prints called Celestial Dreams. And inside I have all these pretty watercolor papers. I just bought like a pack off of Etsy. Not Etsy, off of Amazon. But I think this is really pretty. I think this would be a fun little sketch journal, or you can write your thoughts or your dreams or whatever. I don't know. Whatever you use journals for. My one mistake on this is I forgot to print the other side. But I don't think anybody would notice. Okay, this one. This was actually my second one. I thought I would do better than the first one, but this one, for some reason, see this gunky glue situation? These pages weren't even they weren't even a part of the strip. And I was going to take them out, and then I thought I'd reheat it and try again, and it made it worse. So I'm not sure if I want to reheat this and see if I can take them out. I bet you I could. Maybe we can do that while I'm talking about how to make the binding. But I also noticed, and I didn't realize this, because I made some with their binders, that this piece, if it's not down, it'll like pop out. So I snuck in there with some double-sided tape like this and went underneath and then ripped the thing out and pressed it down, and it seemed to have worked just fine. But yeah, so I want to show you what I am doing to improve this. Okay, so while we do that, I'm going to go heat this back up. I got my machine on behind us. Let's see if we can make that page better. Okay. This is going to be my front and back cover. I'm also going to use this foiled paper for my spine. So let's start with that. And I also got my sheets of paper. So I've got 50 sheets of paper here. This is 20 grams. How did I measure that? 20-pound weight. Okay. So I'm going to show you this. These are 4 inches wide. Okay. And then this strip is, I think, 1/8 of an inch. So we're going to score that on either side. So let's start by cutting this down to 4 inches. Okay, and then this makes 2. But we're only going to do 1 for the video here. We're going to take this and we're going to score this on either side of the 2. It's already marked for us. So take your time. And we're going to do this side here. Okay. Now we've got our score marks. Perfect. We're now going to take our, sorry about that. We're going to take our glue strip here. Just took one out of the package. And some of them are crooked. This is not straight. But we're going to kind of persuade it. So I'm going to peel the back. And we're going to lay it right in between our score mark here. I will be cutting this down, and I know that. So if it doesn't reach the end, that's okay. But I'm finding that if the glue does reach the end, you might get all the pages better. I just realized I don't think I put my timer on for the notebook behind me either. Okay, so we're going to cut that off. Alright, so now this is what we have. I'm using these 3M strips. I'm actually going to cut this first. But the 3M strips seem to work really well for this. I bought a bunch a long time ago, and I still have a bunch, so it's just using what I have in my stash. Okay. So let's trim this. All right. Now we're going to put the double-sided tape here and here. And then when you place your top cover, which I also have to cut in half, let's do that really quick. Hopefully this time it won't pop up like it did on the last journal. So that's what we want. You also want to be mindful of which way you're putting your designs. So I've been putting the cut pieces, you know, together. We're going to do that. All right, let me go get the thing out. Hold on. Okay. Now we know this is super duper hot. I'm going to use my bone folder here and see if I can just release that ugly glue. Oh yeah, okay. So sure enough, it did. Let's see. Can you see that? It's all stuck in there. So I don't want my, I want my glue to stick. I don't want it to stick to my cover page here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to, where's my clips? I'm going to stick this in here like that and see if it'll dry. Here, we're going to do that and a stamp. Okay, we're going to let this settle and see what happens. This might dry funny. I have no idea. All right, let's get this out of the way for a second. Let's see if we could possibly have fixed that, because it was ugly. Okay, sorry. Back to our spines. Okay. So I'm just going to peel my double-sided tape here, maybe, and then lay one on the inside and one on the out. And I was like kind of mad when I noticed it, because I didn't think about it when I put this together, because I just put it on the outside edge, just like the ones that they sell, and I didn't notice it flipping up. So I don't know if it's because my tape was a little bit thinner, or if the glue happened to catch the catch more of the paper. I have no idea. All right, so there's one side. Let's do the other side really quick. So this is really my tip and trick, is to make sure that you put a piece of adhesive along this glue strip too, to catch your cover. Otherwise it flips up and looks weird. I don't like that. Press these down quick. Okay. I haven't used any of the they sent us the tassels and stuff, like the little bookmarks. I haven't used any of those, so I don't know how those stick. They look like they'd be pretty easy to make. Okay, so let's start. We'll do the back first and then the front. I also have a guillotine cutter, so I am trimming these afterwards so that all the edges are straight. Okay, so let's carefully lay this down exactly where we want it. Okay, that's the best I could do, and then we're going to do this side. Okay. Ooh, I'm shaking. Can you see that? I'm like nervous. That's as straight as we're going to get it, I think. All right, we're going to rub that down, press it down nice with your bone folder. Okay, and like I said, I've already counted out my pages, so we're going to finesse this a little bit. I'm going to rock it back and forth. And once this is glued, I'm going to move the glue around. You'll see with my bone folder. So I'm going to take my pages. These are all perfectly straight cut. Can you see that? I don't want to paper cut myself. You're going to put them right in the middle here. Tap them down really good. Make sure they're nice and flat against that glue. I'm going to take my binder clip. And then I'm going to take 2 more clips. I always try to get, let's do this side too real quick. So my, it's okay. My back and front cover are a little longer than my papers. It's okay. Let me see, we want to press this right in there if we can. Can you see that? See how it's like right against that glue? It's exactly what we want. Like I said, I'm going to guillotine cut all of this so it's perfectly straight. All right, so we're going to pinch this. We're going to look at the other side. Other side looks pretty good. I'm going to bully clip it right here. All right, let's go put this in the machine. Okay, so the timer just beeped. I just grab this out of there, and I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm going to rub the spine right against all of those pages. I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to tap this a couple of times. I'm going to massage the glue up and down the spine. I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to massage it all the way to the edges. And see, you can tell I got to the edge because it's all spewing over here. Although this top one isn't spewing. So let's massage this a little bit. Is it hot? Yes, it's hot. So just be careful. We're going to take all of that and I'm going to shove all these pages in here as best as we can. Take your bone folder, rub the spine up and down here. You can use a ruler. You can use one of these scrapers. I'm sure any of this would help. You just want to get that glue all the way to the bottom pages here so it grabs every single one of them. See, like I don't think it's grabbed these pages in the front. Can you see that? See, like now it's starting to solidify already. And if you're not happy with it, throw it back in the machine. But we're gonna, I think for right now, I am going to let this cool. And we're gonna see what happened. Well, we can probably tell what happened already, but did those catch? I don't know. We're gonna let this cool. All right, we're gonna put it in the rack. Okay, now while that's cooling, let's look to see what happened with the other one that we reheated to correct the mistake here. I don't know if it was a mistake, but it wasn't pretty, that's for sure. All right, so what do we got now? My book's a little bit stiff. Okay, so I fixed that, so that's better. Yeah, that worked. Look how much better that is. All my pages seem to be in there okay. Oh, good. Okay, great. I wasn't sure if it was going to fix it or not. So now you know. You can reheat these a couple of times and massage this glue around because it does melt with the heat. But there you are. You have a nice little notebook. Now, you know, I think it would have been better with a two-sided. The foil has a brown backside. So, I mean, you know, if you really wanted to finesse this, you could stick like a strip. Actually, that would be really pretty. I might just do that. Take a little bit of glue and let's do that now. We're just going to glue a piece of foil strip in there and make it pretty. Because I think it's ugly still, but that's okay. Because there's always ways to fix this stuff. Use washi tape. Use pattern paper. Use a piece of lace or ribbon. Whatever you got laying around your room here. There's plenty of ways to fix this, right? Okay, so we're gonna you're watching me do this crazy leg. Okay, we're just gonna line this up quick. Get that right in there. Line that up. Press that in. There we go. Hide that ugly little spot. Okay, we'll cut this piece off. Now my front page kind of did the opposite. It kind of caught in the glue, so we're just going to leave that be. But because that back page was kind of weird, we're just going to glue a piece of foil strip in there. So now it's pretty. See? Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use all these journals for. I have a lot of thoughts, I guess. Maybe some craft ideas or something. But that is how they work. Let's go see if this thing is cooled down yet. They tell you 5 minutes, and I would suggest doing the 5 minutes so that your pages don't fall out. But I'm going to do a quick flip here. Yeah, that's what I suspected. This didn't catch any glue on the bottom. Back page okay? Back page seems to be okay. This front page, how far up does it go? Ooh, it goes pretty far up. All right, I'm going to put this back in. Cook it a little longer and see if I can get this front page to stick. Now, I don't know if you can tell. It looked like the glue hit everything, except those tiny little pages right there. So let's, since there's a glob of glue already, I'm going to reheat it. And then I'm going to massage it, and hopefully it'll catch the pages that I'm missing. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, it's ready. Just going to shift this a little bit back and forth like that. There you go. Same for this bottom section. Ooh, look at all that nice glue. We're going to shift it though. Shifty, shifty. Okay. I'm going to put it on its side. I'm going to press this. I'm going to use my bone folder because it's rounded. Really hard. Back and forth. See, it's already cooling down. Oh, yeah, it is already cooling down. Look what I did. I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to let this cool. I'm going to cut it down and I'll come back and show you how it turned out. Okay, so my notebook is complete. I've cut it down on my guillotine cutter. So all my edges are nice. And this is what the inside looks like. All the pages. Everything's stuck perfectly. There's no flipping up of the inside of this page, which I love. I think if you're going to do your own printable paper, make sure you're doing both sides, because I think it makes it look a little bit more polished. See? Versus like this with no image on the inside. Or this one. Totally forgot when I was making it. I was just like in the groove, like, woo, I can't wait to bust out some notebooks, and then I totally forgot to print the inside. But that is my tutorial for today. I hope that is helpful for somebody out there that is, you know, already has a cinch and wanted to make their own end binding, or spines, I should say, or if, you know, you were thinking about getting one. It is very simple. It's not a hard machine to use. I think there's just small little quirks that you'll discover along the way. You know, like I have 100 and I don't have any notebooks by me, do I? I don't think I do. Sorry. I was going to say I have an example. Oh no, I do have an example. So here, this is the very first notebook I made. Okay, so this is a pattern paper, and I'm using one of their spines, and I'm using 100 No, it's 27 gram paper, printer paper. So it's a little bit thicker. You can kind of hear it. You can definitely feel it if you were touching the book. But this, I could only get like 40 sheets of paper in here, because that's all the binding would hold. Where this is a little bit of a thinner paper, this would hold 50 sheets. So I guess that's something to keep in mind when you're making your books as well. But yeah, you can see I didn't trim this one down a lot either, because it was a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and I cut my sheets in half. So 5.5 by 8.5, I think it comes out to be. So it's just a little bigger. But yeah, there you are. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, reach out. Thanks. Bye-bye.